Hey guys, how's it going? This is Natinator, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. I'm carrying on right from where we left off, so let's check it out. Let's go to 1A. Let's do this. Oh boy, something's happened. Oh, and my dad's home, so I'm gonna have to fucking deal with that. 1 second. My apologies for the little delay, sorry about that. I just didn't want my father to come bursting in here, having talks about all of his wonderful adventures at work. So, now that that's been dealt with, let's carry on. There's a large hole in the floor here. It's much too big to jump over. Oh. Right. Well, I cannot get to 1A, B, or C. Let's try the lab. They're making it quite linear, which is good. Makes it easier for me to figure out. It's locked up tight. Looks like we'll have to try somewhere else. Okay. Pardon me. Easier said. Easier done and said. Oh, very easy. They're not even letting us in here. The word infirmary was written on the plate above the door. Somehow the room just felt like it would be deserted. I was oddly confident about that. Not sure why I felt that way, to be honest, but for good measure I shouted, "Is anybody in there?" We still hadn't found Mitsuki after all. But I didn't hear her call back though, so really, we had no business in this room whatsoever. Wait, was that a key sticking out of the lock? Who would have locked the door but left the key? What would be the point? Whoa, what's up with that? The key's just sitting there. What are you doing? Hey, there could be boogeymen in there or something. And then what would we do? I figure better to lock 'em in and keep 'em out of our hair. And what exactly do you plan to do with that key? I'm gonna hang on to it, of course. Stop tossing it around, that's dangerous. Don't worry, I always catch whatever I throw. Hell, I can go even higher. Honestly, pain in the arse. Shimada was such a pain in the arse. I really couldn't stand the guy. Hiya! Ha! God, you're persistent. Look, you're very good at throwing and catching, okay? So just stop already. The ceiling in this place sure is high. Let's see if I can touch it. Allie... Oops. Huh? The hell to go? Whatever, I don't give a shit. And now the infirmary was cut off from us if we needed it. Brilliant. Ah, good, it's moving for me, I love this. Ah, it's an exit! An honest-to-goodness exit! We can finally get out of here! I rushed over to the door, hopeful yet afraid, knowing it might not open, but praying this horrid place would show us at least a little mercy. Gingerly, I raised my hand and pushed on it, and it swung open without even the slightest hesitation. It seemed almost too easy. It was unnaturally dark outside, though, and the rain was coming down so hard that peeking my head out for just a moment left my uniform completely soaked. Shimada pushed past me, throwing the door open even wider with his usual lack of regard for anyone and anything around him. My clothes went from soaked to drenched in a matter of seconds. If I were actually to walk out into it, I felt like I'd drown. What is this place? It's way too dark out here. We in a forest? Maybe? It's really coming down. If we went out there in a rainstorm like this, we'd get soaked to the bone. I wouldn't mind seeing that look on you. Anyway, we know we can get outside safely now. Let's go back and get Katayama. Come on, Yuya? Despite our having found a way out, Yuya's demeanor hadn't changed a bit. He was standing back by the hall, where he could watch over us while also keeping an eye out for anyone else who might happen by. The model of maturity. Shimada, on the other hand. You guys go back if you want, but I'm leaving. What? I'm not about to stick around in this fucked up place any longer than I have to. Screw the others, I'm out of here. You can't be serious. Hell yeah, I'm serious. Those assholes are the ones who chose to stay behind. They're just gonna die one by one, and I say let 'em. Didn't think you were quite that callous. But far be it from me to stop you. Say, Kirasaki, you want to come with me? The tone in his voice said it all. He'd hit the ultimate low. After abandoning his friends to save his own hide, he was now basically propositioning me. I really don't want to see you die. You've been real precious to me for quite some time, you know? With an obviously rehearsed and truly sickening pickup line. He really was the slime ball to end all slime balls. Unbelievable. What the hell is wrong with you? Get your eyes off me, you jackass. I couldn't believe he had the nerve to pull something like this. I felt like that may have been the first time I'd ever truly yelled at someone. I was absolutely livid. And he wasn't even done. No, he still had plenty of salt left to throw in the wound. Oh, shut the hell up, you ugly bitch. Don't go getting the wrong idea. I was just trying to be nice and give you a ticket out of this hellhole. But if you don't want it, that's your loss. Tch, you need to die already. This guy's a lost cause, Yuya. Let's just go. My head was swimming. I was scared, I was angry, I was sad. Every negative emotion brought to the forefront, and every positive emotion pushed away. I didn't look back. I just turned away from Shimada, walked over to Yuya's side and continued past him into the hallway. Yuya had been watching all of this unfold from the other side of the room, and for a moment, he just stood there, staring blankly at Shimada. Eh? What the hell are you looking at? Get out of my sight, you spacey bastard! Shimada then drew a large knife from his breast pocket. Its tip struggled to glisten in the dull light of the room, but it did ultimately succeed. He began waving it around like a dumbass, probably thinking it made him look more menacing. Check it out. Just bought this baby yesterday. Not bad, eh? But I could put it to good use. In a lot of ways. You are an amusing fellow. Does that asshole really have 10 girlfriends? How is that even possible? And yet I'm precious to him somehow. What a crock. How low of an opinion must he have of women in general to pull crap like that? That's just no excuse. I was indignant. I was fuming. I just kept cursing and mumbling as I fast walked back to the 3rd floor to meet up with the others. And all the while, Yuya was keeping pace with me, saying nothing at all. Always the model of maturity. Always even-tempered. He really was like a rock. Or maybe he just found my mutterings annoying, and was just keeping quiet so I'd do the same. I didn't like that possibility one bit, so I mentally slapped myself on the cheek, forced positivity in my voice, and tried to engage him in cheery banter. You're a far better man than he is, Yuya. You've never said or done anything to hurt a lady, right? I mean, I know you've got a lot of women falling for you, but I've never once heard a single bad rumor about you from any of them. It's kind of amazing." I looked him square in the eyes, as if asking him, "Isn't that right?" And for a moment, his eyes did meet mine, but then they went right back to the hall. Was he not used to receiving compliments from women? That seemed hard to believe. "I'm not sure what you mean." What a cute, innocent response. I must have come across as bipolar to him or something. One second I'd try to lighten the mood with small talk or compliments, and then I'd start to feel scared of the school again, or angry at Shimada, or sad for Katayama. My mind just couldn't make up its mind what to feel. "Tohko! Emmy! Isn't anyone there?" "Mitsuki? That was Mitsuki, wasn't it? It was coming from downstairs." Mitsuki's voice echoed up from below, but our friends were waiting for us above. For a moment, I wasn't sure which direction to go, but only for a moment. The fact is, our friends were very, very close. So close that it would be foolish not to tell them that what was going on before chasing after Mitsuki. "Come on! We need to check in with Emmy and then the others, then follow that voice downstairs." Yuya just nodded and began running up the stairs, and I was right behind him. "Sorry it took so long. We found an exit. Come on, we have to get moving." I was out of breath, staring down at the ground and talking to what I assumed would be 3 very attentive friends. But then I looked up. They were all there, but there was no immediacy, no urgency on anyone's face. Emi and Okawa weren't even looking at me, nor at Yuya, but at Katayama. They were fixated on his face, and each bore a sad, hopeless, empty expression. And they certainly weren't about to get moving. There was a general heaviness in the air. Something was very wrong. I gently reached out my hand and touched Emi's shoulder. "What? What's going on?" "Tohko, Katayama's getting weaker. He's not going to make it." "Ryosuke, why won't you talk to me? Say something, please. Ryosuke." Emi's eyes were filled with tears. Okawa, too, was cradling Katayama's head, and looked like he'd been crying this whole time. His eyes were bright red and his nose was running. Yuya, still saying nothing, just walked over to Katayama's side, bent down and began examining his wound. "Yuya." "We need to hurry." The 4 of us silently but unanimously agreed that our best course of action was to pick up Katayama and bring him out through the exit we discovered. And we had to be very, very quick about it, or he really would die. I could tell just by looking at him that his time was almost up. "Kizumi, can you carry him?" "Yeah. I could use your help getting him up on my back, though." "Ryosuke, hang in there. We'll save you." As this was going on, I had that nagging feeling like I was forgetting something. Of course! Mitsuki! We had to go find her. We couldn't just leave her behind after all. "Yuya, do you mind if I run downstairs and look for Mitsuki? If she wanders too far, she might..." He didn't even have to say anything this time. His eyes told the whole story. "Got it. I know I can trust you with this task," they said. and that was enough for me. I shot off down the hall like a bullet. I was determined to find Mitsuki and rejoin everyone en route. I hurried down to the second floor, but Mitsuki's voice was coming from even farther down. I'd have to keep going to the first floor, ahead of the others. Ooh. On a search now. So to the first floor then. Nothing better than a good drink to clear my throat, which is getting a little bit sore. All good though. Okay, now we have to find freaking Mitsuki. Where do we reckon she'll be? I say let's try the exit first. She probably won't be there, but hell, why not try it? Nope, she ain't here. There's not even a note and there's not even a dead person. Oh well. Let's try 5A. 5A. Ooh, oh. No. If I've got this place mapped out right in my head, I'll just be getting farther and farther away from where we heard her voice this way. I should go back. Huh, there's something there though. Ugh. It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse. Having gone completely skeletal, it's virtually impossible to determine age or gender. Fortunately, the deceased name tag seems to have survived, and identifies him as a male student from a trade school. Komashiro Trade School, Turu Takahashi. Alright, I guess we have to go this way then. Wait, what? No, okay. Is she hearing it from this way? They said first floor in the cutscene. Uh-oh. If I kept running in circles like this, I'd never find her. I was in a state of panic, and I was allowing it to steer my path. Frustrated with the situation and with myself for choosing to give up and head back empty-handed, I forced myself to stop and turn. I was going to do what I should have done in the first place. Call out Mitsuki's name with everything I had in me, and hope she responded. Mitsuki! Mitsuki, where are you? We're all here! No answer. Just the cold, lonely sounds of rain and wind bearing down on this old, dilapidated building. This may have been a fairly large school, but sound traveled well in here. If she were anywhere in this hallway, I'm sure she would have heard me. And if she were just here only minutes ago, she definitely should have been around now. Could something have happened to her? Mitsuki. Okay, so did she go this way? The door leading out to the covered walkway is frozen in place, alright. Ooh, I just love those doors that are frozen in place. Okay, so if she's not that way or that way, then maybe she really was in the exit in the doorway? I don't know. I doubt that she'll be there, but I gotta cover my bases. I don't want to have to go all the way around the place and then find out that it was back here in the first place. One way or another, we're gonna make it out of the school, all of us together. Okay, that's what I thought. Back upstairs we go. What a pain in the butt. I've got an idea. I'm gonna try going around these halls here, and maybe I can find that key to the infirmary. And probably not. Let's try the next hole, just in case. Just in case, you know how it is. Okay, no keys. So I can't get into either of those. Let's try these classrooms here. Run faster, you lazy botch. Okay. Well, doesn't look like she's in here. Nope, the notes are still the same. Let's try 3A. And if not 3A, then I guess I'll have to go back upstairs and tell the guys that I found jack shit. Yep. There's pretty much nothing different here. The only thing that could have changed is this door, which may have moved. Nope. Okay. Back upstairs. I hope that's the right thing to do. If not, I'm gonna be upset. Oh boy. Haha, guys. I think that this is a perfect time to stop recording. Hey, oh, the cliffhangers though. Alright, so I'd like to thank you for watching. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with the ghost in the next episode. And well, I really hope that you guys are enjoying this. So, I'll see you guys in the next piece of shit that I upload. Stay tuned for more.